Polars here with the Viper
whatever
as well.
name you
Not
prefer to call him.
To Lotus by any means, but seeing CNED
He
on
does.
the Omen,
He does prefer Nabul.
Drex on the Raze as well, like back on a duelist for him. That is super cool as we get into our second map.
Start of the season, they're allowed to shake things up, but let's shake this arena up a little bit, everybody. Let's hear some noise for Navi
really
and Koi on
like everything's
Lotus.
everywhere. Okay, Navi on defense, Koi on attack. I'm gonna call so many people their
Starting
wrong
on
names.
defense, it's going to have to be Navi, Koi on attack, but it seems even though Navi is on the defense, they take early presence over to EMEA.
Yeah, and when it comes to Lotus, every single round nearly comes to who is fighting for A main. Both teams going to try to take control. The Omen one way there, very powerful to try and lock that down. So eventually we'll see, I think, Navi using Zipan's flash, these types of things to fight forward. The Omens always love to teleport over as well. So a late clear with the drone.
Okay, Faking like they want to take back over towards A main.
Sky there as well, important.
Very late out drone coming in. Well, very late. I mean, wasn't
fair play to CNED. He shut this one down on his own. That means they can heavy stack over towards C. 3 people here with a turret and a molly. And a Viper molly.
Stall power over here on the pistol, not all the utility.
Oh, nice recon. Oh, nice flash.
Oh,
nice nade.
He's just getting destroyed.
And so is Angel at that point.
But that's an
somehow
important
still
kill.
alive. He got blinded, he got spotted, and he had nades thrown at him, but he's still standing, and that's the important part. He can still delay this push.
Yeah, the spike
Wait, he went in with the
completely
spike?
trapped on site as well. You can't really bail out. The door was opened, I believe, for these 2 players to work into the B site.
Oh, if Coldemento's
If
able to
Wolfen
push
makes sound, this
B
push might work.
onto C, that would be quite a crunch. They're waiting for it to happen. But he's
There's a
gonna
weird
have to
Sova
face
v
up
Sky
against
duel.
Zipan. But Zipan is hiding out. He's not going to spot it. Will he be able to surprise him? Suigetsu able to pick it up in the end. Koi with only 2 players remaining, but it's Suigetsu's turret to do it again. Shrek has to drop
You've seen
another
3
with
turret
first blood.
kills.
Suigetsu, this man, a 3K to finish Ascent, open it
Very
up
nice round
here
from Suigetsu.
as
I
well.
do
Sorry,
just
Shadows
want to
Live. So what am I
highlight
even
how
talking about?
well
It's
CNED
a
played
killjoy on
A
the
main.
opposite end,
Right, just
firing back,
his
showing
friend got
that
tagged and then he decided to
absolutely
do the
pays off
smoke
for
and
him.
just carry on dueling. And they just put heavy priority in terms of getting
And there's
information
just
to A,
the amount of
just so they
stall
could have this
in
3-person
that
stack
site,
over
and
towards
it's only
C.
going to get worse,
So,
right? Let's not
as much
forget
as this
that.
was,
It
a lot of this
only
was
gets
Suigetsu,
worse from here, as they have all the money in the world to buy the mollies, the nades.
I definitely just want to shout out
Stall
CNED. I
those
thought he
big
did really
hits.
well.
So, again, for Koi, when it comes to the attack in future, right now throwing away some mid presence, trying to maybe split either into C or B eventually, it will so much come down to whether or not they can control A main. And
This is a real risky one.
for converting that into an A or B hit.
Yeah, remember that stalling is
So yeah,
very
let's see how many
familiar to
kills
us,
we can
right?
get.
That's exactly what they showed us. Ascent.
It's a little bit
It's what
riskier doing the
they've
Navi
been
buy
known
on
to do
defense,
a lot of these occasions.
because obviously the pistols aren't as
Dry out
strong,
their
so you're going to kind of
opponents
see
from
them
all of
just
their
move more as a
resources.
unit, in theory. Good map
Koi,
control,
you
just
know, this
B
is
and
a
A
round where they're gonna
default
have
to
to
get
take
over
risks, right?
towards,
Obviously,
to get the
on
orbs. I think we're
front
stacking
foot.
them on Wolfen and Shados, okay.
Have to draw it back in their favor. And you did talk about this A main push a lot, right?
Yeah.
This very aggressive maneuver. You will always see teams fighting for this.
Do you think CNED
Flash
ever
goes
gets
in.
bored
I'm
just one
pretty
like this
sure
off cooldown just for the entire round?
Wolfen got
Like,
hit
it's
by
just
this,
nuts.
and
One
with that
way
they're
is
going to
gonna
have
go down.
2-person
They're gonna
here.
be able to catch him
So I
on
think
timing
Wolfen's
now.
doing
If this
great.
one falls, you
Smoke's
just
going to
the
go
momentum
down,
will not
10
have for
seconds
10
before he gets the
seconds
next
until
one.
on the E.
Good
After
decision
the
to fall
third
back,
smoke,
doesn't want to
that's
give
when
him the
you punch
gun.
Omen.
Yeah, and he might be able to go into what he enjoys most, and that is shooting off heads. Zipan with first contact with the Guardian will get switched off, which means it's a potential weapon
I
that
mean,
picked up here
they
from
could
Koi,
get the
giving them
gun.
more chances, but they've run
I mean,
the
they've got the
clock
gun.
dry for yet another time, even if it's on a different frontier. Coldamenta.
Wait,
They've
where the hell
actually
is this
put
kill?
Koi right back on our radar because this
Dude,
A
he
site is
one-shot him
open,
on
and
sight?
exactly where the spike
That's,
can go down.
chat, that's both
they're
the
able
guns
to get
down.
the
They have to
plant
retake
too.
with the worst guns
3
into
versus
this.
3.
So
Not
it's actually a
impossible
pretty
by any
even
means,
3 on
with a couple
3.
of sheriffs and the Guardian that Shados has been able to secure.
Angel softened up. Still
This is the risk of doing the
some
Navi buy.
utility available for Koi. Not able to
Hold
spot out
on.
Shadows.
Coldemental, look at this super late
Nice
flank
kill.
into spawn, but losing a player on site, it could be too late.
It's going to take so long for him to get there. The spike isn't being
Yeah,
touched
I think
just
this
yet. Will
one-
they be touching
yeah,
it again?
had
They
to
know where
run,
Coldamenta's
so yeah, they
coming
had to
from.
try and get 2
allowed him
kills
to
between
push
them
through
here.
there for a reason,
Couldn't manage
and
it.
Navi get his
Nicely
second
done in
round
the
on
end
the
from
board.
Navi.
Nice
They pick up
attempt
the
to try and
gun as
convert
well.
that one,
Double
but
gun.
Navi clean in the
So
retake after
good
losing a couple
recovery. Got a
players.
little bit sketchy.
And that's going to be 5 ult orbs for Suigetsu after finding the 3K in the pistol.
So
Quite
two
close enough, I think,
two
to activate
rebuys
round
and 1
3, which is
armor.
where you
Maybe
can really try
2
to
armors. I didn't
spin
fully
things around
see.
in your favor, but very nicely played by him regardless. Now I think this is the round where we're going to first see some A main aggression from Koi. I would hope. I would hope we see some kind of a look from them
Not even lost
coming
the
in.
gun, guys. Deal?
especially just countering out this one way. It is also possible they just try to play slow a little bit.
It's the power up.
Okay,
full bonus. We've got a Bulldog, we've got a Rifle, we've got a Spectre Board on top.
Because the Viper Wall so frequently, it's not down this time on the attack, but there you see it blocks off A, right? That's really frustrating to deal with because it's another layer you have to break through.
Interesting from Sugetsu. He's playing against a Sova, so he has put his alarm bot a little bit further back, so it just reaches this when they run in. So Shock doesn't break it. Where the hell are these kills coming in? The kill over towards C site from the top of Mound, head showing.
But of course, his push into the C site is what they're heading for.
But
get
out
right
of
into
there.
the nano swarm. That ticks up.
Look at little dude, brah. Oh my god, he got the slap off as well.
Go ahead and just screenshot the minimap next round
Did
and
he?
learn where he puts all
He's
these
so
smokes,
adamant.
because they are so brutal. There's no room, and it's actually forced Koi to pivot away from the C site. Even with the util down, they're going to move into B now. But there's an alarm there, and Zipan has another flash. Actually, the flash has been used, so no way to fight through the smoke. Shados finds two.
He does find two, and that clearly accesses them this B site. Now,
Did I miss something, or did he just shoot them both through smoke?
Now, I wouldn't expect them to hold back. This is definitely an attempt they're going to go for. So let's see if CNED is able to find some magic here. Not against Stark, so that is. Shao have to walk through. Starks is there and waiting yet again, but receives a bullet between the eyes.
Every kill counts here. Not too bad,
Vice
right?
versa for Shao.
There you go.
2 to 1.
Not too bad. Revive a gun. Armor.
Shados really
At the moment,
and then not
Koi are going for light armors, but we'll see if it kind of stays like that.
Last round or last map. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Regardless, Koi very good on them to bounce back, and here it finally is. Rifle v rifle. I know we're gonna have a replay. Enjoy the replay. I'm going to talk about this next round because it is finally going to be a fight right off the rip for Rebel. I can tell you immediately that Koi have 4 players ready to go. They've got flashes. They've got the opportunity for Trex and Starkso to try and teleport or jump forward. Really
important round for Navi at the moment. They decide to go fast out, and this is the first time that we haven't seen an early punish in terms of Navi. So Koi make a good call on this one. They decide to go aggro over towards C in return. Sorry, Navi decides to go aggro C and return the gate out over towards A.
Which does put some pressure onto Navi, and you can kind of see where they're shuffling their pieces around this time.
Is Fnatic sub-play good? I haven't seen him, but mini scouted him, so probably. Like, it's a very high chance the kid's unbelievable.
He actually just got ultimate off of that. The option to try and burst over into the B site could be there if they try to break the baby door, as again we're going to keep calling it.
And that's probably the best idea for
what team did he used to be in?
Filled to the brim with Killjoy utility.
It's true, and you can see the positioning. 2 players in mid, so they're going to bust down baby door, and you have control over A lobby. You want to work in through that.
Both the alarm bot and the Aldron were used, but the Aldron was able to stay alive to clear out the site, so Trex can move in quickly. That guarantees them the site together with the Rolling Thunder.
There's an important duel going down on the Omen.
And ends up paying for it. Zipan and Angel trying to bring things back. They're in trouble. They're surrounding the site, but Koi are pushing themselves. They lose a lot of players in the process, so he gets through within the midst of it. He's low, but he picks up another one. How does he even do that? Wolfen up against the 3 now, on the hot seat.
Snake definitely not as clean as after you've seen that one. Sugetsu, hero. Dude, he got that extra kill on 34 HP.
Huge play right there with Angel getting the kill over in B Link.
Yeah, this is very true, Commander. Angel's kill is really important.
Not ready for Sugetsu. He absolutely crushes them on that. This is the flank I was talking about. And once you're having pressure from all different angles and you're down numbers, you have to choose one direction and move in that direction as a unit. That's what they did, but it didn't matter. Navi, Sugetsu, just better.
Visible frustration on the side of Koi, that's for sure.
There it is. That's what we've been missing.
Yes, they're ahead in this series, but this game is far from over.
Big ultimates from Navi to work with here for fast retake options. I mean, the double ways to shut off your movement. Absolutely huge.
So in theory, chat, Koi can't buy next, but I actually think they might try a light buy. We'll see. We'll see how it goes down.
I think actually no, that wasn't orb. That was a CNED spike drop. A little bit confusing with so many circles on the map and all of our smokers, but
Codiment has all. We take over towards C, and we're having some kind of.
Ooh, and this drone into B. If no one's here to break this, they may bite and assume there's more players. As the door opens, they know Angel is stuck here. Back Mounty finds the kill.
Dude,
but again, Koi, the game plan wasn't B. It was C all along. Maybe to try and bait out the C players out into the open, but still, that doesn't even matter. Starks into the smoke.
How many smoke kills are we going to see?
Things are even. 4v4, 50 seconds, and Koi still haven't changed their position.
Oh, Oh, the ult back onto site, going to clear around bend.
Such a good clear.
So really
they know
nice
the backside
Omen ult.
is for the taking, and the rest of the team can move on, but they need to clear it quickly. Starkso looking to move forwards. Na'Vi playing with very close quarters here, very thin margins. Xiao able to keep his team on top, but look at Starkso. He's doing some damage. Xiao in and out of the battle has done his job.
Okay,
with the lockdown being procced, they have the safety of the site.
But again, you see down numbers, you must fight
Good
for
amount of damage. Let's see how these two play. They didn't get the plant down, have it down now. They do have ult. Not going to feel confident to use it though.
Not impossible for Koi, even though they're down with numbers.
It's pretty good crossfire until I saw that. You could try and ult it. Not anymore.
That's one. That's two! But he's out in the open!
That's unlucky. He really thought he was waterfall.
And that is Na'Vi. Easy way into a 4th round.
Oh, Cold never expects the third player to be coming in.
Yeah, he really thought it was waterfall, especially as I'm pretty sure he was spotted here early, but I'm not 100% sure. It's definitely a nice try. With the plant down, I think they're going to light by armor.
And it was this right here, because Na'Vi revealed his position, opening the door, right? Assuming it was going to be B, he bid on it completely. It doesn't matter, though, because the fight just went his way. It's exactly what you're going to ask for.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, we did have dog.
Smokes, not for the C main control, or
maybe it was a wall off, I'm not sure.
To fight forward for Mount.
And that was actually
There's
a very
a lot of stuff going on, though.
Right, now
okay, so they don't buy into this one. So this is a nice chance for Na'Vi to stack up some econ. Because honestly, their econ is really low. It's been pretty close rounds.
It only used to be 2,900 credits.
The price of
yeah, you're not right about the dog.
I think increasing. I think they patched that in the game of the chamber a little while ago, actually.
yeah, it's been a while.
Oh man. Koi, it's tough. They don't have much
planning ahead.
That being said,
Trex one away, so with a death he has his ult for the next round.
They find a soft side of the map and they do get the spike down. Cold Menta does have access to the Hunter's Fury. But again, that may be a little bit hopeful, a little bit generous.
Smoke goes in, recon goes in. I like the recon in this corner. It's very nice. Just clears all of this.
Here, pulling out the rifle again because they don't have
and obviously to shoot it, you have to be past this point. It's pretty cool.
You're going to see a lot of this with teams playing less duelist in general. The Smokes player actually perhaps going into that route. I think Harbor has some options to get out of jail free. I think Omen as well, sort of teleporting off of bad angles.
It's such an interesting story for CNET as well, right? Had such a turbulent year in 2022, excuse me, after the championship win, and yeah, hasn't been able to bring it back in the chamber meta.
But that's great though, right? Being able to, in a similar way to a Jet, you take the fight and then you can TP.
They don't have too much util. They still have the raise
nade. You have to win the fight, right? That's the difference between playing Jet compared to another opper. But I think the amount of
it could be a little bit hard with the op. They have Omen Flash.
Smokes as well.
They had Omen Flash. I didn't see where it went.
Okay.
It hit Trex
Na'Vi
though.
making quick work of this. Walking through smokes, running their fights. That's exactly what you want to see. Clean firepower work. Shadows.
Oh my god, he's
bail
going
out
to
the
hit
team
that
on
as
a
well,
very tough spot. Hunter's Fury might be able to deny the
nice
plant
from
or the
CNET.
defuse,
Nicely done.
excuse me. And CNET is low, but he will be able to hold down that spike.
Nice jiggle from CNET.
Holds on to the lead
really
and increases it even further.
Honestly, a bit shocked Cold Menta went for that. I think ended up casting it before his remaining teammate did end up falling, because he had to have that tree player stay alive if there was ever going to be a chance to delay on time with that one. Still, Na'Vi secure the round. We see the op in CNET's hand. I believe that was the first round. He was rocking that one with the team. And it's something we'll continue to track sort of where he's playing, because it is important to keep varying it up, trying to predict your opponents where they're going to be hitting, looking for the opening picks with that, because not always the most fun thing to try and retake with an op, especially on the Omen for the aggressive peaks.
Well, Young Gun Trex.
Okay, yeah, again, chat, just real
fast explosive push now.
Real believers in the light armor buy as well. A lot of them.
This is what I call the Lotus experience. About like 6 players just firing through the smoke. Seeing what
it wasn't this common on Ascent, right?
Nothing doing over towards A. Now, if this hit were to be canceled, look how far forward CNET has moved over towards Mound. Actually, now he backs away just a little bit. But I do think we're going to end up going in here. Trex has ultimate, but
what they were doing all the time.
To get into the site.
I must admit.
He's on a clear indication of what's going on, even if Trex is flashbacking his way into the air. Sugetsu still finds a way to find him. Ooh, look at this. Cold Menta stuck, but not anyone there to be able to capitalize upon it. Spray through the smoke once again. Starkso in sight. Little did he know there was an opponent right behind it. Sugetsu on the higher ground. The fight is on. And Shadows down he goes. Sugetsu still alive, but Starkso deals with him. Koi on the back foot, need the kills and they need them quick. Shao went so low, but still able to survive throughout it, Starkso.
Oh, so
your team is depending on you. And the time is just ticking against him. Spike
Yeah,
in no man's
it's
land.
disgusting how snappy
Oh,
his
this is a
aim
rough
is.
one. You might as well call it over by this point.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do. The Spike absolutely in Narnia at the moment.
They can buy next, so if he wants to do damage, I think that's so fine.
We have seen when these hits do not immediately work out.
He kind of wants them to chase him so he can get some excess.
And right there it was Trex. I think only having one satchel, he didn't actually want to commit the ultimate into sight, and he just gets sniped straight out of the air. Maybe if you have a little bit extra movement, it's harder for Sugetsu to just pop you straight out of the sky, but
4 people alive as well. This is good for the Econ. The Econ's been constantly struggling. This is probably the most convincing round in terms of 4 of them alive.
Even on the worst situations. But
Lotus is attack-sided yet, so
I think it was just Sugetsu able to find those
that's a bit of a worry.
When they cross him, he wins off those jewels. Doesn't end up dying.
Yeah, and you know, if the initial sight hit isn't paying off for Koi, they are going to rely more on, oh, do we have the lurk timing? You know, sending a player in through B there. Didn't end up working. Ended up getting picked off. The enemy Killjoy utility spotting him out as he entered into the site. So it will be a timeout called here to try and regroup for Koi.
I think definitely necessary, right? Last time they did draw out the timeout in that second half of Ascent. It did work out. It came in a little bit too late for my liking.
Sure. But after that timeout, looked incredible, right? Had exactly the right ideas to try and close out that half.
Back over towards C. They've been getting
onto
C a lot.
I think their C hits have looked abysmal. They have not been able to secure mount control the couple of times they've been fought there. And if they do get mount control, they're actually just not allowed into the site. So I don't like that initially. Perhaps maybe opening door and trying to split into B. That's why I like their odds a little bit more. It hasn't been a ton of contest from Navi, actually.
Sealy is a seal. What's up? Yeah, I am, dude.
Anymore. I think early on we saw a lot of that, but now it has just been the smoke.
Thank you for the 5 months.
So
appreciate
it.
If
Koi continue trying to play for that, potentially trying to break Baby Door and then split into the B side. Could be something that worked for them previously.
Uh-oh. I mean, they got a good amount of ults. These are pretty close as well, so there's a small window for Koi to win this in terms of just ult economy.
The 18-year-old, not quite on the case this time.
There is the flash to scout out and realize Koi is here. Now actually check out where CNED's gone. Glad we snapped over to him because
yeah, CNED off angle. So all he's going to do is he's going to take the shot, he's going to move to the right, and he's going to TP. There are pings directly on him.
Okay, because you can just snap your fingers and you're out of there. But now you're stuck.
And you snap your fingers.
Oh,
but he still dies.
okay.
That's perfect though. That's the pinch breaking through Baby Door into sight. Trex has ultimate
they were
trying to go back into A.
They knew this was coming.
I would expect that.
Finally, a plan going the way that Koi wanted. Now, they've got the advantage, they need to keep it.
How do they do that? 2 players from Navi are going to try to fight through Baby Door right after the timing of the paint shell.
So many players stacked up here.
Shados has ult if they want to.
They know there's a lot of presence. Who's able to take the fight? Everybody's blind as a bat. Sugetsu moving forward, but they can't afford to trade evenly. They have to eventually come out on top. Angel on the back end.
Massive jaws. Massive one-on-ones one by them there.
Solidifying the deal. Shao sidesteps it. Wolfen
really nice.
is able to take them out, and that's Koi.
Chat, whatever read they had on this one, fair play.
Is here. They just download exactly
they were even pinging him.
Coming
like they were, that's how confident they were. And again, I don't think he made a step.
And breaking down Baby Door, right? Like CNED had nothing E2. Yes, he missed the opening shot. You have to hit that one, especially when you're playing.
Worth noting, they did have enough money to drop CNED and op, and they decided against it. So back to the rifle, he goes after that one.
Maybe you could have done it without expending the Rolling Thunder, but you never know if you're going to win the fights in the end. So a guarantee.
At the end of the day, I am all aboard to use every ult you can to win a round, because having your number at the top of the scoreboard
early main control 4 people for this
is
one.
way better than being able to use your ult in the next round.
For sure.
So yeah, that's just the A take with the damage over towards here, and I think there's a Sky Flash as well, and they commit Omen Flash. Damn, they used so much for that A control. But again, we're going to have a 3-person rotate here, just in time.
They get through pretty fine.
Do they though? Because Shao's already taken one down. Lockdown is available, so they don't quite have the comfort of putting the spike down.
Nice.
The paint shells broke it.
Lockdown. Brilliant place, Lee.
Nice shock. Oh my god. Now, oh my god.
Another util kill from Trex.
Oh my god. Full util kill.
Nuts. Now ulting out from the Omen. CNED is here with the team for the quick retake.
And a different setup now for the post plant. They're going to play out from long. Try to deny the spike diffuser, but this gives a lot of space for NAVI to move in.
It is planted for Koi to play here from Mound. They have at least one molly, maybe two, onto the spike as well. Seekers are going to do a good job clearing away the close angles, but the far ones are still a problem.
Seekers are out. They're figuring out the play now from Koi. Call them into the back of the site. Get to be cleared. That's spending a lot of time for NAVI.
Nice.
You've only just picked it up, and Trex is able to trade it right back out. Paint shots onto the spike. Zipan has to move out of it.
Yeah, he had to jump down.
Stick it.
That's not good
and
for
now
time.
They touch it once again. Trex sprays in that direction. It's being diffused. It's being diffused.
No way.
It's being
No way.
diffused. And nobody's
No
able to stop it. Ninja
way
defused
is he getting that
by
defused.
CNED,
That's
putting NAVI on the board yet
crazy.
again.
What is that? Trex gets an ace and they can't win the round. Nothing's going right for Koi. CNED, just a criminal right there inside the smoke, taking that round straight through the fingers.
Are they sky healing the whole time?
Absolutely nothing, because everything was going right. It's a paint shell kill into another spam kill for Trex. Like, Trex couldn't be stopped with all these kills through smoke.
Doesn't it stop after getting hit by damage?
Unkillable, apparently, CNED. And yeah, that round had Koi's name written all over it. They played all their cards right, apart from
killing the person.
Do you know what's even? Do you know what's even more worrying?
Exactly.
Is like, and just a
That's
little
the most
note.
important thing,
So
believe it or
I'm
not.
yeah, that trump card beats everything.
Yeah, okay, we're not going to do anything for a bit. So I'm just going to draw this bit here, but a little bit larger. So this is the C site, the corner of C site. When you plant and look into the corner, like you look into this corner, literally where he is right now, when you look there, it just means there's less plants, like less places to diffuse, right? It kind of cuts it off in like 2/3. So it's in theory the easiest spam in the game as well. It's the same as like a C site Haven.
Gonna want to bust down baby door, but
yeah, Trex hasn't had the best of luck this game. So
again,
that's
the
why
Lotus
it's even
experience,
crazier.
Just getting kills through smokes non-stop.
Feels you're talking from personal trauma here, Ender.
Yeah, a little bit. It's been rough. Oh my God! Wait, I just realized. The bottom of B site.
Dude,
is like
bro,
a
got to
picture,
slap off anything on
right?
top of
It's
this.
just
No,
sunk into the
good
ground.
amount of info though.
A lot of similarity.
Ours looks better. Wolfen trying to bring it back. Koi in the back foot. They've got on the site, but the fact that NAVI are winning out on all of these fights, Wolfen cannot find it.
Well, this one's a
it's
bit
getting
too
a bit rough
much
here,
for you
and
to win.
Starkster's just hiding within his own smoke. Finds
Right.
one, maybe doable if he checks behind him. Jumps on top, but he's visible to Suigetsu, and NAVI cannot stop winning.
This is crazy.
I think that round before booms them for sure. It feels like it. The money's still there again. They are just doing the light armor. They are able to just buy for all of these.
Just winning out.
Their loss bonus is so high that they just get so much.
But right here, very solid.
That's.
Shao getting this nuts kill through smoke.
We've seen a lot of smoke kills
Holding
this
the
game.
attention outside of A2. I think CNED especially has realized this, that after the plants on the B site, when it has been the C split, there has been a lot of, or the A split rather, there has been a lot of re-aggression from Koi's side to get control.
Baba does
Outside of
not
Baby
look happy. Baba does not look happy at all. Obviously, he's had his impacts on those timeouts to let the team know what to do, what not to do. And has allowed Koi to scramble themselves a round or two, but not exactly what he'd love to see right now.
Recon goes in. If they decide to shock the same place, they would kill two. Okay, so
Trex has his now,
they went and got
but it's kind of an
ult
awkward
on
position
Wolfen,
with
right? Is
your
in an orb,
biggest
so they're going to go for
sight,
this one.
Sight hit tool, but also
There is
Trex
the heavy
probably the guy that
shutdown.
wants to be
Chow,
taking the
I've been
open
waiting
fights.
for this
They're
for a
gonna have to use all
while.
their
The
info
amount of
clear
times they've
the
been
way
baiting
to
him
make
over
sure
towards
Trex
here
get
is
nearby
it's been so often.
and up close to pop out with that ultimate, but no, he gets shut down.
Dude,
That's
there's
exactly
nothing
what
on
you
top
can't
of this.
have
I'm
happen
so
on this
confused.
hit
They
from
have been
Koi.
playing it loads though. I thought there was something so sick planned.
At least though, Wolfen farmed both orbs, so they do have another option.
I at least like the idea to fight over towards here
heavy.
heavy.
Util is going to be spent to try and stall out the hit. It's actually not quite here, so they are going to get in.
Last time, he got left here.
Keep, yeah, this time we're going to keep an eye on Starkster as well. Plant, let's hope he looks into the corner.
Was an into defuse.
Yeah, he did at the end. Spam came in, just a little bit too late with the ping. Pretty much because of the killjoy.
All of the players to move in from 2 different directions.
Yeah, he did. I looked at the main map. He swung around.
If he's able to get a big flank in, but he has to go quickly because Navi are going in hot.
Trailblazer cleaning the site. Paranoia to make sure they can move onto the back end. Wolfen still on point, still delivering. Does get shot down, and Navi has an advantage here.
Even an
but
Omen
look
still.
at Starkso. He's right behind them, and he's able to put them to their graves. Paranoia
big kill
but
from
that's even
Shados.
before Angel ends up falling. Zipan trying to fight it.
Go?
Starkso, TP into the smoke, spraying across.
Okay,
Starkso wins it.
they managed to
Koi
get
on the
3.
board.
I'm still worried. Let's see if they can get
That's
4.
how you do it right there. Starkso, the flank works out, coming in.
Let us see
a
if
little
they
bit
can
delayed,
get 4.
shuts it down. Almost dodgy for a second, but the TP in motion. He's able to hide inside his own smoke. He'd actually set up for himself a few seconds before that one.
Right, you guys see what I'm talking about with the spike? Look at the little, look at the little area. How did they not spam that dude earlier?
That's Valorant.
That's Valorant right there.
How chat, did they look away when they did that
Valorant is a
round?
very simple game. Sometimes.
They
Sometimes
must
it's
have.
more complicated. Like
I just have no idea how you wouldn't be able to spam
this.
this.
Ready to go when Starkso maybe wants to find an orb at the start of this round to go for it. Also, when Navi are spending so much
Fish is out.
util to control
Same fish
a
tech
main.
as well.
This is something I was
Just
maybe expecting to see a
push
little bit
over
earlier
towards
on.
here.
But
If
the
there's
meta
nothing, you come back so you can
felt
instantly
walking
pick it up.
So much being spent to control Rubble, fighting for it very aggressively, but Koi aren't even going for it this time.
The good thing is that Thrash can be used again. So it's not like you've used
Even with the
ultimate,
hill, I'm
okay,
expecting
that's
someone
gone
to
now.
hit the spam.
You just need to
It's
rest,
tiny.
you know?
The little
Just for a
gap that
bit.
they can be
Use a little
between.
head pat, pick him back up, and you can send it once
And
again.
like,
Now, importantly, CNED
I still think the hill. I would have to watch it again because it's something like 2 or like a second and a half that the hill stops affecting
loving
even
life.
hit. So
It's tough.
That aggression.
One way will come
I would
out
have
again.
to
They
see
may
it.
try to fight through this one because Starkso
definitely
the
gonna
flank
watch that round again.
is
I'm
gonna
not
get
gonna
shut
lie to
down
you.
with the ultimate.
But he's done enough. He's lured out Navi out of that choke point, which Koi could have used to move forward.
The problem is they don't necessarily know all of that. There's still a one-way there. They heard Gekko util there at the start of the round, so they have to go for something different. Now, if they move into B here, a big difference between this and their other B hits, they don't have A main control, so they can't split in through Baby Door, and there's a much easier chance that Angel just shuts it down.
And also, Cold Mind Attack can't die. He's got an headshot. Oh, I felt the caster's curse right through
Fish
my
comes
bones
in.
there. He's at 5 points of health. Angel
they
trying
shoot?
to stay
They
alive.
shot
He's able to sidestep it. Gets a lot of attacks, which gives information from Shados to move
Oh my
forward,
God.
but ends up falling either way. But Navi are just on the case. Starkso trying to give his team a chance to move into this. But still, Starkso in the smoke. Can be deadly, but he's alone. Shorty.
oh, that's unlucky. I like the idea.
Valiant effort. But CNED
What an
has got
insane
that under lock
half,
and
to
key.
be honest with you.
CNED with the Goomba stomp right there just shuts him down completely.
That is an insane half.
Navi. What
On
a
the
half to
defense
bounce
side,
back
which
after
honestly is the harder
a little bit
side.
of a shaky
At
ascent.
least
Well,
with
definitely got
other
the better of
comps,
them
maybe
right
this
there,
is some
but
kind of hero
9
comp that,
on the defense.
I mean, it's pretty good in terms of like,
had to claw a few rounds away with some shenanigans, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I think we've seen incredible
but
plays.
yeah, it's still an attack-sided map. But again,
especially,
it's so early in terms of this
Sugetsu
game that maybe this is the comp that.
The pace from Navi is definitely better, right? You could see
The
a lot
thing
of
that I
confidence,
liked
being
a
able to
lot,
pressure their
a
opponents.
lot
There were
lot from
moments
Navi
that
was
Koi,
just their A main
were
control.
questioning the play. They felt
They
like,
had
it
so
felt
much
like it
A
was a
main
much
control,
more
which just
unknown
meant that when they're
field
doing
for
these
Koi.
retakes, they can
Right,
just
yeah,
have
they never
multiple people
rehearsed
that are
something
either
that they never
fighting
really
or
practiced
coming
against.
in
The
fast.
way
What
that
the
Navi was
hell?
playing, it felt strange.
Demko!
I think
What
no
the-
doubt Koi do have experience.
Chat,
with
let's
that,
get a
but
lot of
the
slug
problem is,
of proofs
like,
for
only one thing
Demko.
really worked out for them.
You're a
Realized
crazy
early,
guy.
Okay, C hits are just
25
almost
gifted.
impossible with all the util being sent onto
Demko,
us.
thank you so much for all
And
the
then,
support.
actually kind of,
Chat,
like,
if you got
dance
gifted
around
a
the
sub,
map a little
please
bit,
say
because
thank
the
you.
Killjoy just ended up
I'm going
leaving
to quickly
C,
try and
they weren't
reel off
really
these
going
names.
there still.
Adnan,
So, one
Southpaw,
play that worked for them, the BC
Virus,
split,
Kondo,
right?
Fever,
Working in through Baby
Dogri,
Door on
Drew,
site, that looked
Cronin,
pretty
Hello
solid,
World,
all things considered.
Shakled, Sikano,
But at the end of the day, I think even Koi are going to
left
be like, okay,
as an
we should've won this
exercise,
round.
Mr.
Like,
Pills,
we
Kobo,
did win this round. It got stolen away from us.
Nifk, Tortoise,
Somehow.
And that's at the
Moo
back.
underscore
Economically,
Moo
which crumbled
Meadows.
them even further, losing
Chat,
more
that's a
even
map,
greater
isn't it? On like
advantages. And it's just put
Mario
them in
Kart
a
or something.
greatly disadvantageous
The Toilet
spot,
Store,
9-3.
Bannock Tech,
Far from
Epic,
optimal, but
TP
now
Pop,
they're the ones on the
Reactor,
defense.
Yeah. And
sorry,
yeah, they're moving over to
Rector,
defense. Also,
Martin
like,
Blue, Dark Phoenix,
9-3,
and Ken.
that's just 6 rounds different, guys. Like,
If you're any of
Valorant is
them
a
and you're
very
here, please say
quick
thank you
game.
over towards
Things can turn
Demko.
around very,
Appreciate
very
it. Perfect
quickly,
timing as well in the
especially
break
if you kick off
so that I
this
could read the names. We love that.
on the right foot for Koi.
Dude, that's so many.
But, I
Holy
mean,
hell.
I'm just really
And
curious to see
altogether,
what their
I've lost
approach
it.
to the map is going to be, because
You're on.
obviously
I think you're on
they were in the
190. I think I remember
competition
seeing
to
it.
a little
Either
bit
way,
less
man,
in
thank
terms
you
of
so
the
much.
overall
That's
stall,
just crazy amounts.
They are going to have at their disposal.
As well, on top of this, Aardvark Ninja with the Prime 3 months, a lot of hoopla, 69 with the Prime as well.
With those breach stun lines.
Thanks, dude. Demko, yeah, you're crazy. Thank you, man.
Fluctuations in play here for NAVI, the way that we're used to seeing them, willing to do something new, and that is certainly not something we've seen. If you think about FPX, the previous iteration of this roster, right?
Dude, that's the thing about this stream. Like, I have a few people that go crazy with the gifted. Like, absolutely crazy with the gifted.
I feel like this team is always playing like meta adjacent a lot of the time. Like, they play a lot of the things that are really good, and then
7680 times.
map, actually.
What should we say? Okay, 7680 by 4320 with the prime. Thank you so much. Yeah, dude, I was looking at the numbers like, what the hell?
A lot of your games, and especially like the Gekko, I don't think I've been super impressed.
Thank you so much for using Primary as well. Chat, thank you for all of these subs. And Demko again, shout out, man.
Does play very differently to a lot of the other initiators.
It's definitely got Koi scratching their heads. This one took a while for them to figure it all out.
Yeah, it's a strong res.
Hold on. Sorry, there's a door open in the arena.
Do I think Navi having no duelist will matter? I mean, you can split a Lord in this map. We'll kind of see. I imagine they're going to take a Lord to A control. It might be a little bit harder for them to do the usual bust over towards C. But I'm pretty sure that's the only thing they lose. Right, the only thing you kind of need a duelist for on attack is getting out of these two positions. So we'll see.
Well, not at home.
Must win pistol for Koi.
In the Coliseum. You could.
Oh no.
Wow.
Sugetsu's playing on the cringe angle, but he loses.
Scanning ahead. The cringe angle.
Yeah, I feel like any sort of like pixel tiny angle. Oh no.
No, the gun fell in the pond.
No. So I was like, my guy, how did you lose that fight? You're supposed to see them, and they're not really supposed to see you.
Dude, he's just rotating around the map, one-tapping everyone.
Now stepping up to the plate.
Who's next?
Another kill going his way. Now, A-Site sort of opened up, and I feel like Koi are happy to give this land over. Obviously, with the numbers, they're a little bit more comfortable to play the retake here.
Yeah, ooh, this wall. I'm pretty sure that wall is meant to block off Heaven right there. Maybe a little bit low. Angel just trying to see if he can find one kill. Because literally the way Koi is playing, again, this has been a constant back to Ascent. When they get numbers on defense, they play very heads up D, grouping up together, being in positions where they can trade one another, abandoning the site.
This is interesting. This is really nice, you're right. It's like the Fnatic one that they do from really far back, but they make sure they do it outside A, and it has this extra bit on Heaven. It's actually really cool.
Setup, but no, that doesn't even end up happening. Wolfen is good to hold on.
Trex
triples up. Shout. The only man standing. And pretty much
might want to give him the defuse after this if he can stay alive.
Spray across, find some low players, but that shall not happen.
Yeah, they do. So we're going to have it all out pretty early on.
Well on the second half.
Yeah, that's
Navi get the
way
plant.
to do it right there for Koi.
Should feel pretty confident, so we don't need to see any kind of madness in terms of early buy here.
Just the sheriffs finding
the good news for Koi is they. Oh my, that's.
Oh my God, that's actually
Did we get that
yeah, that looked nice with the pause. Oh, that's how that kill happens.
A little bit of an extra second, and there you can actually see the wall not blocking off Heaven. Does give an extra angle to shut down and make that a very, very clean retake for Koi.
We haven't actually seen any second round buy so far, have we?
Hold on a second. Did Starkso only... He didn't actually buy a second smoke. Yeah, Starkso is rocking
Sheriff
the solo
Mania,
smoke.
5.
He obviously has light armor and the Vandal right here. Just maybe making him go a little bit broke.
Okay, this time they do it a little bit
that
safer.
That means you can't maintain the one-ways. You can see he's playing
front
for
bit,
round.
and this is good because...
Now he's in a position where if he falters here, that could be bad news.
Dude, the animation this guy running is incredible. This is good because like you can block vision and you can walk back out, right? I'm a big fan of this wall. Just a lot of multi-purpose. Right, kind of like 3 segments. This bit, this little bit, and this bit here. Maybe gives you a little bit of space out of here, but you can play around it.
Aggressively forward, using the drone spots at least 2, maybe here's a third.
In terms of the buy from Koi,
just going for the spam and
exactly the same as Navi, right? I don't need to explain that again.
To trade out the rifle, not ideal. They'd rather regroup, get Shados involved with the Spectre to fight back.
Shao. Early man trying to cause commotion towards the C site, maybe to lure more players in, make the endeavor a little bit simpler for Navi on the other side. But no, sort of leading the charge actually and calling for his teammates to rotate over to him.
It's like, guys, I have C site. He's not actually in C site. It's like, no, we still have to fight our way through this.
Okay, in theory, this comp, it's pretty brutal to give through here.
One person immediately here. Oh, this paranoia.
Oh, catches all 5 of them. And simple pick
kind of
to start, so
confirmed.
the rest of them fall
The only
behind
real
smoke.
way is to see Ned
Again,
taking
Koi
the hit
comfortable,
and
very comfortable, just hold
TPing
back,
through.
stay chill.
I don't see this comp being able to bust C much at all. That's kind of where they went for a contact, right? They didn't want to make any sounds. They realized that their comp isn't good at kind of getting through this choke point, so they tried to contact it out. Nice turret.
One after the other, flawless rounds. Yeah, it's going to be just
Really
that.
good. 1, 2, 3 armor rebuys. If they want it. There's a small world where these two don't rebuy that armor, but
what's Navi going to bring for us this time around?
I think Wolfen was one of them. Shados definitely was.
Is, theoretically, you have with a comp like this, especially moving over to the attacks, you have far less tools than perhaps the Koi would have with a raise to dive into a site. You don't
So
have
yeah,
that ability
in
to
terms of this
close the
Navi comp, it feels like you have to go out a
teleport.
majority of the
Takes you a long
time
to actually
for
pull
it
your
to
gun
work.
out after that, so the util has to be there. They've got a lot of flashes to work with, a lot of ways
What
to
kind of
you
util
know,
do they have to
reduce the
break
lines of sight
this?
with the double smokes.
Killjoy Molly?
But it is Lotus.
Viper Molly?
Down to a main control. And actually not much of a fight from Koi to battle back into that area this time around, surprisingly enough.
A main control,
What's interesting
and
about Koi is that they're
the
one of the teams in
recon
EMEA that
got
haven't
shot.
had much presence in the off-season.
Oh, I
They've
like
only had
that.
one
They
match
throw it
to lock
across
in.
to check
So
this
it's-
angle.
Yeah,
That's cool.
obviously a team that you don't know much of.
Yeah,
And then they
especially
can
when
pick
comes
it
to
up
Lotus,
safely.
Don't have anything really.
That's pretty nice.
Navi so far on defense seem to have them well figured out, at least playing their own game, and it was sufficient to
Jota, what's up?
deal with Koi thus far, but now have to find their way
Okay,
back
now
in.
for
And
the
this is the
site
round to
here.
do it, right? You've got guns. Now on this Logitech power-up round. Mentor through.
Dude, he took his sweet time
Still,
in
Navi,
planting,
on the
I
site, they look
swear.
comfortable, but they're
But
falling right back to play with
Little
setups.
bro's done his job.
They've got so much post-plant utility. Also the forward positions from CNED. And Shao could be massive here. You don't expect him there.
so
Playing with the
good.
verticality, and he gets a second!
That was really
CNED
nice.
delivers. Shados eventually take him down. But he's done all the damage necessary. Now with a post-plant setup that Navi have, it's just near impossible.
Keep an eye on the
Nanostorm
Gekko.
delaying even further. Trex trying to find his entry here, trying to find a way into
Nicely
this.
done.
But it's just not that easy.
Okay,
Navi
only
with
one
a
death
first buy
for
of
this
this
one.
half
But
are
this
able
was
to
just a
solidify
bonus for
victory.
Koi.
Oh,
So
I love
they were
that.
fine
The
losing
forward
this one. This is
positions.
the one that matters.
Kind of gambling going off of those.
Nice
And,
go from Goku.
but
yeah.
still, CNED is able to find two off of that box. Absolutely
I mean, they
fantastic
traded
stuff.
the
I think we're
little
gonna
guy
see
as well.
Koi put up a little bit more of a fight
it's kinda
early
sick.
on, leading up to it, because the post-plant util is absolutely going to be raining down.
In terms of what we
if
saw
they
there, that
delay
was one of the
their
better
retakes
rounds
at
I've seen
all.
from the Gekko, right? Getting out at the beginning and then obviously using the eye,
Great start
or
from Navi.
what's the flying guy called? Dizzy?
Oh my god.
Using the Dizzy to
Pavlos.
actually to see if there's anyone holding
I'm
that
sorry,
angle,
we have to
and then
freak
we get
out
the plant
because
from it
we
as
just
well.
got a boba delivery up to the caster desk. So thank you so much to the staff on the ground here. That is absolutely huge. We're gonna take a timeout so we can take a little sip.
Thank you, teams, for letting us have a sip from our boba. That's pretty cool. Thank you very much for
This is
that.
fantastic.
This
Look,
is great.
I think like the only reason that I would have stayed in LA to
Yeah.
cast NA, it would have been for the boba. But
Right.
you know, even we've got that here. We've got literally everything. Best
What we need.
teams.
Yeah, I've
best
never had
drinks, Best duos.
Someone describe it to me.
You went
Am I
already.
gonna
Yeah.
am I gonna
Oh,
enjoy it,
Look,
or is
first
it
date and it's already.
is it not for me? I'm quite a
it's already
plain
working for me,
person.
Yeah. Maybe we can pan out to the window there.
You've
show
not had it
everybody
either,
our
Immy?
loads.
Maybe
Yeah.
Immy, maybe let's go.
Also Gekko themed.
Immy, you wanna meet up?
Gotta love it.
Get a boba?
Cheers, everybody.
All right, Koi, calling a timeout. They've
Very
been the
sweet
timeout
tea. I mean,
champions
then
of
maybe I like
today.
it. But how much
Okay,
does it
yeah,
actually
they
taste
called
like
2
tea? I don't
timeouts
like
so
tea,
far,
but I like
won
sweet stuff.
both rounds immediately after the timeouts.
Very true.
And now on defense, what's it going to be? Because
Not
I
much.
see Breach and Raze next
I
to
would
each
like
other.
it.
I expect
Okay, I'm
immediate
believing.
action possibilities. Trex pushed up
All right,
very
chat,
far
it's on the
forward,
list to
so
try
quick
then.
for the spam.
Chat, you lot are going wild. Okay,
Start
it's
this
definitely on the
entirely.
list.
They are gonna be
You
going
lot are
straight
going
into
crazy.
the
This is the most
Killjoy
you've all
Deep Grinder.
typed before.
And even if they
Look
pivot
at you
away
go.
and open door to go into C, there's still CNED there. Or sorry, still Starkso there with the Paranoia ready to fight
Oh,
through.
nice.
Oh man, CNED gets way too comfortable pushing into the spawn and shut down.
He got whacked in the face there.
Oh my god, it could be huge.
So massive paranoia. Catches out
Oh,
three,
Angel's
but
a
still ends up
hero.
dropping.
I like this
Angel on
round,
the
though.
sidelines
There's a
delivering.
lot of thought
Navi
into
on
this
top.
map at
They've
the
got
moment
Fusing,
from
they're
Navi.
fusing,
This
they're
round was
fusing.
cool.
Have they learned their lesson? It's diffused. Spike
Wait,
diffused.
wait, we
And
diffused?
Navi are
Chat, I
on
wasn't
top
even.
yet again.
What, where am I? I was too busy looking at the minimap, just thinking of how they
Koi
played
won
it
the
so well.
round.
Yeah,
Koi
won the
literally
round.
stole the
Yeah.
play out of Navi's
Okay, I
book,
need a
right?
replay.
Navi were
I
like,
was
hey,
out
we
of
can
this
just
one.
full stick.
I was
Well,
literally just
you know,
looking
chaos
out
is
here,
raining
just
around
thinking,
us.
man, what
Koi
a nice
do it
play.
this
The
time
fact that he's going to
around.
late swing
Doesn't
here
even
when the
matter if
door
Navi
opens.
run out with stronger numbers. fantastic stuff. Can be really
Oh,
hard
chat,
to
give me a
play the
replay. I
post
missed
plant
it
on
all.
that B site, similar to like a Haven being the other 3-site map. That site very small unless you're entrenched on the site. Not the
Basically
best
called him
sight
in to
lines
just stuck
try
it.
and kill the diffusers. Here though, looking for that similar A main aggression, double satchel all the way up to Rebel and the concuss
Chad,
to force
that's my bad. It's Prius's bad for not showing the diffuse, and it's my bad. We'll do 50-50. I'm normally good at those moments. I wasn't on it. I was too busy looking at Angel on the minimap.
Yeah, Mosh, get him.
Go get him. Showed any presence to
Zilv not Prius? Oh, trust me, it's still Prius's fault. Trust me on that one.
Kind of caught them off guard. Angel, even though he's paranoid, just walks through, presses trigger 1, presses W, he's into the site, and he's let his entire team move into that as well.
Ooh.
That's close.
Starkso, just a pixel he's able to hide in. Not that it'll mean the end of the world, and the spike has been...
Dude, the wingman is
huge.
Wingman's doing his job.
But look at this, Koi is starting to win out on the trades.
Wow,
Angel gets one shot, Koi on top of this, on top of the action, but they need to get the spike diffuse.
They're winning so many of these duels.
Once again,
1v4,
yes,
they don't have smoke to block vision.
But he's being rained upon by players.
Nice
and
trades.
Koi will be able
Nice
to get
swing.
the defuse and get the dub as well.
For a moment, you thought maybe it can happen, but nah, Trex is going to shut
You
that
got a
down
replay for me?
immediately. He's been unleashed.
Chat, I just
think
want to check
bit
it. I
on the
really
Rays,
just
had ace
interested in
earlier,
terms of
and
what went down.
lost a 3K right there.
Double molly goes in. We
Different
see a
look flexing around
flash.
between Duelist
We
and
push
Initiator
through.
for him in this
We get
Koi
the
roster,
kill.
and I'm really curious to see how much
And
flexibility
then there's
they
4, and
continue
they're
to show
all
map to
focused
map,
over
series
towards
to
door, and the
series.
Omen flash
Who's gonna
comes
be
in
on
so they
what
don't
role,
hit the
because we
diffuse.
have already seen just in 2 maps with these 2 teams a lot of mix and match, plug and play.
And the Trexel. Okay, I got it. Thank you so much.
Wow, you can definitely tell the pressure is on in this match when you have this so many timeouts.
That's Frez, thank you so much for the replay.
Right, obviously each team having a timeout each half. Now this is the pressure point, right? You're at a 10-7. Whoever runs off with some kill here, there's a chance of them,
Revocate as well,
closing out this
5
game.
months.
Or closing
Thank you
out
so
that
much, mate.
gap.
Yeah, 100%. Navi going to try and figure things out for them.
We're
Again,
still calling
this
this
was the
map
first
teaser.
round,
In theory
really,
it
that we
is,
saw that
man.
heavy,
In theory it really
A-main
is,
fight,
but
so perhaps being like, okay, maybe we can bait out the utility, fight back into it. With all the flashes we have, as the crowd's getting a little bit of extra encouragement down there on the stage. You'll love to see it.
Hello, Jano. I think just Jano. What's up, dude? Thank you so much as well
Hell
with the Prime 3 months.
That
Appreciate you.
Is it?
2023.
The crowd, yeah, it's relatively small.
Coliseum in 2023.
It's either, I can't remember, it's either 150 or it's 200, so
and we
it's
have a
like,
ceiling.
it's not the biggest.
Yeah,
That's
what if
crazy.
it rains? It's spill in.
Yeah, it's important. It was snowing earlier
It was
today,
snowing
actually.
today.
Might be
150?
sunny on
10
Lotus,
degrees
but
and sunny. Weird.
Berlin weather is nuts.
Yeah, it's enough to at least make some sound.
All right, Koi, 7 rounds.
Flonson, thank you as well. Chat, new member of the Slug Club, Flonson with the Prime. Appreciate you, dude. Welcome into the Slug Club. Heavy hit over towards C. They definitely feel super comfortable just falling back to C a lot. I'm not just saying that they... Oh, I like this. Oh, I like this. They did a recon from over here that goes behind the box, and they try and get a kill from the smoke.
Oh my word. He thought there was a lot
Dude,
more
and they
waiting here.
retake
Still
here
2
with the
kills.
ult and double
Angel got
satchel.
caught.
Dude,
Shao tried to help
some
out.
sick
He
stuff.
died as well. And now we're looking at a big numbers advantage here for Koi.
Wow, a timing attack into A main right there. I think called off of the
Chat, was this off the contact of the turret? Dude, I feel like I'm everywhere. There's so much stuff going on. It's so hard to keep up. That was really, really nice.
The fight to them. Massive. 8 on the board, 2 away from Navi.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you just called it timeout versus Koi.
Yeah, that was really good. It was turret contact. Yeah, it was a nice little
one I
track
think
there.
a little bit more reacting actually on the fly than credible, discussing what they're doing in the 60 seconds. But
Baku as well, thank you so much. Baku is gifted a sub to Tazi.
Like, hey, it's been 20 seconds, nothing's happened.
Sorry,
They're either
Tazia,
about to hit
I should
us,
say.
or they are on
Tazia,
Rebel
3
right
A's.
But it's a
Thank
good
you
point
so
to
much
make,
for that.
right? If
Baku,
you make a
appreciate you.
timeout,
Thank
still
you
the
for that. That's
opposing team can
gifted.
speak to
Chat, you
their
know what to do
coach.
is get some slugger proves
so
in.
it's also something you need to consider.
Thanks, man.
And I think how much impact Baba has to the Koi's performance, I think
In terms of the money,
you always need to think of that.
Still so fine. We get a lot of light armors, so we can still buy. Obviously, Koi at the moment, kind of feeling confident with their money, not going for the light armor anymore. Uh-oh, this might be too much.
Similar to the last round, they show early presence, they back away, and Sugetsu completely isolated.
Fair
just
play.
Sheriff in
I
hand,
think
dodge away again.
a little bit fortunate that they didn't have the gun for this one. It is just a low buy with the double Sheriff, so yeah, I think they got away with it. And again, I'm not sure they need to do that stuff, but throwing it in is pretty nice because they're at least going to be scared of it. Maybe they're going to use some more util. Maybe they'll be waiting a little bit longer in terms of their rotations.
Falling far behind. Now spotted with their attempted entry towards B.
Oh, it's nice to enter the site with that because you know it's clear for a set amount of time.
Snakebite delivered. Look how fast he is push though.
Wingman's gonna plant, but Shadows has
Dubra's planting. This is a nice round as well. This is a nice site here.
Impactful, so crucial, and he's still doing the dirty business behind that poison cloud. Now Viper Spit delivered. Trex on the back foot. Koya turning things around here. Koya really doing numbers on Navi right now. Starkso with that short, he's doing the world of hurt. And that is how it ends.
I just love it.
Koi deliver with a wonderful retake, 9 on the board.
Really nice retake. Again, chat, at the moment, big fan of when people are going against Viper ults just buying the shorties. It's so strong.
Everything Navi has thrown at them. And right here, opening the door as the pit is going down. Absolutely fantastic to punish. Also, I got a shout out.
Andrew Meister, thank you so much with the Prime as well. 6 months, half a year. Thank you, Andrew.
Viper's pit on the opposite side.
Okay, that was just a low buy though, and the take itself of the site was really impressive.
Secondary option there.
Really impressive.
Play the tight angle. Oftentimes you're going to be in a one and done spot anyway, so I'd go for that any day of the week. You might call it cringe.
For error as well.
I call it treasure.
You call it treasure?
Uh-oh. Manages to get out. Nice reaction from Codamenta. Was a little bit on the islands in terms of this one.
Sorry, we're down the rabbit hole on that one.
Yeah. It's a new duo. We'll figure out each other's influences.
Lot of ults. If they can get to a good position, they can use the Killjoy. Pretty good here. Really good inside here.
They're not playing entrenched on A. They're playing heaven. They're playing
yeah, they got door control. Okay, we're going for the good ult.
As their main option.
4 people here very early. Wingman's getting a good amount of plants down. This is the third that I've counted, maybe more than that.
For the fast retake to come in because you don't have to commit multiple members physically onto the site.
Wingman is shining here. He's a
Killjoy ult has, yeah, dude, they waited so long for this.
Look how far he's pushing. Seen it. Oh, he's able to strafe away from that, but no running away from Trex's showstopper. Zipan into the lockdown. But no, the look at the lockdown has to run away from him.
Just got him. Holy hell, this is close. I really thought with the nade he had to go for the lockdown and not anything else. Important kill from Shados. Gonna have to see a spam. They get it half. Wow, they are really good on these retakes. Chat, how are both of these teams making this map look defense-sided? Have we been wrong all along?
Evened up here in the Coliseum, 10-10. And it's Trex finding 2 kills with that showstopper.
Yeah, look at this. This was so nice. I think the nade had to get bounced. I think the nade then had to get insta-bounced off the wall, but
roll it back a bit. And
still, they won the round, so it can't be too critical.
Yep.
Yeah, it mostly is the comps.
Now you've only won 1 round.
I don't think it's terrible, but it definitely takes C off the cards a lot.
It's the first match of the season. What does it mean? I don't know, but come on. Koi, they're the underdogs, clearly.
I mean,
clearly.
I know it doesn't really mean anything, but I think it's cool just to win the first match
C is
in the Coliseum here.
And C in theory is, in my mind, the hardest site to retake
like,
as well.
These are teams we're going to be seeing for
especially
a while.
As like getting over to the site and then you have the after plant stuff.
And it's a single round robin on the regular season.
Yeah,
right?
you're kind of right,
you don't get to play against the other team twice.
Basically,
so
yeah.
Every match kind of matters.
Yeah. You know,
you just have to take A control all the time.
That's the typical one.
Hey, this is
also,
VCT here, man.
I know this is VCT, but I have to shout out Koi because the entire Koi roster last weekend actually rolled up to LEC to cheer on their fellow teammates. They're playing on the stage over there, so
yeah, Koi have put in a lot of work, you're right. Navi have honestly put in a lot of work as well to make this work. Some of the rounders look really good. Other rounds, I'm not saying it hasn't looked
that's a little bit cooler
good, I just haven't noticed it, if that makes sense. Like, they could have been doing stuff off screen that I haven't noticed.
Another timeout taken.
Okay, just gonna do the normal thing, go loop back round.
What can it find? That do be the question.
Yep.
I think it was blind.
Loop back round, make sure they can pick it up.
Just actually, no, but you can see like turning around after just clearing that one out to get the cooldown back. It's actually very important and just a very strong scouting tool, I think. We've seen Xiao use that a couple of times, just trying to clear out areas. Not so much as the power of, oh, I initiated, you know, I CC'd you, I locked you down, anything like this. No, just using it to clear that one out and reactivate later on.
NAVI, okay, they've got the main control of A site early. Of course, they haven't pushed up too far forwards.
All right, download that one, my Twitter friends.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Making
that,
sure
of
no
course,
one's holding that.
Yeah, to punish, you know, Trek satchel there, or start
anyone that's on
teleporting.
top.
Exactly.
The Omen TP up to top level.
I mean, that's what Cena did numerous times, so dealing with that is crucial. But they spend a lot of time doing
they got
that,
some
right?
alright stuff with it, for sure. They definitely got some nice stuff with it. Recon. And yeah, this makes a lot of sense. They have a very good chance for this one. There's only one person B. The retakes have been really good for Koi. But they have no ults this time. Oh my goodness.
Coldamenta, he's detained.
No way he's alive. Did it?
It's only 5 seconds. He's going to be fine.
Oh, Wolfen on the back line. Only able to find one.
How is he still alive? How is Shadows killing everyone?
Up.
Oh my god.
Zip and Suigetsu on the hot seat. How are you going to deal with this one? Suigetsu,
They full
managed to get NAVI out of so many difficult positions. You're going to have to do it again. Flashed once again. Spike touched. Oh,
Shadows gets another kill. He has ult.
It's being
He's got ult if he wants it.
held. No one can see him.
He considered it. Doesn't need to do it. They could defuse him.
not only have been able to catch up with NAVI, now they're the ones in the lead.
Shadows gets the last kill as well. He's a monster, I'm telling you.
4K finishing out the round. He's got the Rolling Thunder back again.
Look at this half at the moment. Holy hell. The only round they lost was when they had worse guns in the bonus.
They can't hold the post, and it comes down to A-Link control. So consistently, Koi have been beating them in A-Link, and if you don't, as the attackers, maintain control over that area,
they're just putting out retakes on a map that, in theory, should be very hard to retake. I mean, it wasn't the best bomb for this one. We can definitely say that much.
They can't shoot the user. There's 4 players
Shadows
live, and
won
they're
a
just
lot of duels.
completely trapped without a line of sight onto the spike.
Wait, this might be it for NAVI. They get 2-9 loss bonus on top of this, but as we can see with the money, it's not good. Contact, neutral, big kill from Zipan. Big kill from Suigetsu. Xiao survives on 30 HP as well.
Big pick from Angel in mid as well. All of a sudden, this round just going completely NAVI. I really like the play from Koi, but
11-11 unless Coldamenta does something real crazy. Does have ult.
You want to call Coldamenta. He's the one. Has to do the heavy lifting in this round. They know where he is. That's the unfortunate part for him.
Shock not going to do anything. Little low on that. He was firing them through smoke, so a little bit hard to judge the trajectory. And NAVI
11-11
to 11.
Sushi Belly Bento, thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. Chat, new member of the Slug Club. What's up, dude? Thank you. Appreciate you doing Prime on me.
Consecutive rounds. They put them in a really strong position.
Crazy amounts of subs today as well.
The operator out as well.
And honestly, with the new, like, we still have multiple light armors on players, like, economy discourse is kind of fake in this day and age. You almost always are going to have enough to fight.
Mephis as well. Chad, I need some boomer slugs in for Mephis. Hope you're doing well, dude.
Aggressive rolling thunders. This
Good to see you, Mephis.
Definitely see how much impact it has when you have info on the push.
Ooh. They're playing quiet for control here, and it's
damn, they contact out. It's a nice stun. Good nade. Got to back out of here. In terms of the reaction across the map, nowhere. But CNED, sorry, I said Angel. CNED has TP'd over towards the site, and Xiao wins the one-on-one. Shadows is wrecked.
Of A site, but they still have to get past Shadows here.
Yeah, nice overwhelm. And they tried to rush and just instantly help him, and Wolfen goes down. This was a very nice round from NAVI.
And they're actually going to put themselves on map point.
The timing on the swing there to punishing Shadows was perfect. That angle, a really tough one.
I'm good, Mephis, man. Good to see you, dude. I hope you're doing well.
If the enemy team misplayed.
Again, just planning into the box. You see it. Less places to spam. Again, they secure this one. In terms of the money, is very low on 2 of these. Oh.
Being able to stop that tempo from increasing from Koi was so important.
A map 3, I'm down for it. Like this game has been so good. Even Ascent was really fun to watch. That I'm really in for Split. In theory, it's one of the better Gekko maps as well. So at least for the wingman and planting, maybe not for the rest of the util.
And I kind of like the idea as an off strategy, but it ends up
if they do it.
NAVI are going to have to try and replicate some of this success moving into the
Okay,
next.
going into this round, they at least have Sugetsu's ult. I have no idea where everyone else is in terms of ults.
NAVI try to work into the B site, and in that situation, I have to say, you must control A-Link. There's nothing more important.
And what is troubling to me now is that Koi, you know, from this particular match we've seen and from the past as well, can be very slow with their approaches, can take their time, can run off the clock. And with Navi's aggression, I feel they're, you know,
Xiao's one off. Okay, could be a fish round.
It's going to put them in that direction even further.
Coldamenta, and that's pretty much it. Unless Wolfen gets 2, yeah, that's pretty much the only ults we're going to see. Maybe Angel as well gets a kill on a plant or something, we'll see. They go out early, Recon is here, and so all of this is a question mark at the moment. So they're probably going to do the lineup that we saw earlier where this explodes, and they retake, and I'm pretty sure it's gone out. Yeah, Molly down. Flash goes out as well. It clears both here and here. It's a nice late A main take. This Orb in theory is huge for Xiao if he wants to try and get it.
There's no way he's going to lose that ultimate.
He knows its value. Smart thinking. NAVI.
Yeah, look at them pinging. Look at them pinging this. They're like, please don't let them get this.
Forwards, without spending utility to finding that information, you're not going to have it.
If they get door control as well, they can use the ult here like they did earlier.
But Wolfen can try to timing bust this one down. It's already a little bit damaged. So to try to get that, oh man. Didn't look like the pen was happening on that.
Does it work like that, my friend?
The attempt was made nonetheless.
There goes the plant with the fish. They stop it. Okay, so they killed that. Keep an eye, they still have Killjoy.
And with the aftershock, you can't quite get to it. And when you're out into the open, you're in the mercy of Trex.
Coldamenta still has ultimate too. They're all going to try to shut it down.
Oh my, Trex, you're a hero. Coldamenta with the ult as well.
Being alive, uses Hunted Fury, and they've done so much.
They really...
on a difficult spot. One player remaining. Zipan cannot do
really, really nice from Koi. Everything was great here. So, chat, they will maybe a little bit greedy. And let's just think about the mindset in terms of Na'Vi here. They had a Killjoy ult, right? And that would have helped them to get over towards the site and completely clear it. Because their afterplants have just been getting wrecked time and time again. We're up to like 5, maybe 6 missed afterplants. They wanted to try and save the ult for the afterplant, so yeah, once again another nice retake from Koi. But maybe maybe Sugetsu could have used his ult into this one, made it a little bit easier. But yeah, that's just kind of like their thinking of why they didn't use the ult, in case anyone's wondering.
I'm loving this confidence.
Yeah,
what insane defense halves from both of them. Okay, so in theory, this is whoever can win the attack half. Sorry, whoever can win the attack round.
Back on Ascent a little bit also here. Now playing a little bit differently. Trex is getting involved because again, Na'Vi has so many fantastic stall tools to stop you from hitting a site late into the round. So I like.
Yeah, they like trying new stuff for sure.
Now Trex is just sort of posted himself back Rebel.
Okay, trying to shock the most recent setup in terms of the alarm bot, as we can see, not here again.
They end up doing. Because now with the bird not actually spotting Trex.
They could have been worried about Sova killing it as well. That's true. They might have been going for the Sova kill as well. That's actually a very good point, Mano.
You know, backstab if they were to commit into a B hit, but I actually don't think that's going to be the case. They may end up trying to sell it a C hit and then move back into Trex, but I actually wasn't quite able to catch if that dog saw Trex or not.
Oh, even if it did, Trex was so close to
there was a chance for 2 of them there. Zipan survives that on 46 HP.
There's no more players other than Trex there.
But here's the full rotate, right? I think they were going for exactly what I was saying, right? They wanted to move into A, but because they ended up losing Trex, instead, it'll be a bit of a B look. You can see they're worried perhaps about a late flank coming in from that A side. What is Shadow
30 seconds left.
Can try to stall here with the mosh pit.
Yeah, he's definitely going to do that.
Not if he gets blinded and pushed back, though. That's huge. Should be an easy plant.
Uh-oh.
Get the plant shower in the corner, but he's still able to find the kill. Still close. Angel trying to get into the fight without any utility.
Nice Omen flash. Oh, yeah. Nice retake.
NAVI sees the
retakes
opportunity.
look really good.
Take it on.
Looking like really, really good. Go on, let him have it.
Fantastic paranoia flying on in there. And giving little bro the defuse as well. You love to see it coming on in. For Na'Vi, back on match point once again to try and force us to split. And a little bit of all the new stuff today. But Navi were so unsuccessful on their attacking half. Both teams really struggling
so funny
to get anything done there. I think you can see maybe a little bit why. It's very hard to hold in the post plants, especially on this B site.
That's
Again,
the replay we
sort
wanted to see.
Play tucked in that corner so he could swing, or the teammates could swing off of his contact, but with the blind right up close. That
so again, it's all about whoever can get the attack around.
Look, for both of these teams, the defense has
Let's
been
see if I can get this name.
So it's no surprise that Navi pick up their defensive round. It's a matter of
Taruto Yonica, I think. Thank you so much, dude, with the prime. Appreciate it. Hopefully I got your name right. Thanks so much for that, dude. Welcome into the Slug Club.
A little bit too close for comfort right there. Actually, seeing the paranoia coming through from Stark Zone, that could signal the hit into the C site because that's the main stall tool that Koi has been using. Koi's Killjoy setup, I think every round has been on B, and the paranoia from Bend has been the only way to shut down.
Are they going to try walk contact?
The only way of stopping the C site push is with a smoke.
They're going to try walk contact. This might work well. Okay, not going to work
no.
well anymore. All came down to that. That's the smoker gone. Oh, Dubra's coming in with a spike.
To get planted. Shados with aftershock kill. How does that even happen? Koi on top.
What the hell's going in? Oh my.
Not
okay.
A fly, not a player, not a thing. Just stopping them in their tracks. And Koi will square things up.
Yeah, that kind of all came down to that first duel, so nicely done from Wolfen.
I'm sorry, it's
we go again. Whoever can win the attack half is most likely to win.
You call it.
I mean, attack round. Why do I keep saying half?
Smiling at me. Absolutely love it. But again, it just comes down to who can manufacture a win on attack, like you were saying previously. I'm expecting Navi to.
I mean, he nearly got the plant.
Once again, but we're gonna take a bit of a breather. We've had a lot of those this half.
We have, and I think more often than not, Koi's been actually benefiting from them quite a bit, right? Maybe it'd be good to have that stat later on as well, of how impactful they've been after these timeouts, because they really have, right? We've seen on multiple occasions when we get the cams onto the coaches, Bava, he's very animated.
Again, for people that don't know, you get new timeouts in terms of overtime. Once you use it, it's fully gone. So
when they succeed,
no more timeouts for this overtime for Koi.
For sure. And I think it's the right call, calling the timeout before you move into the attack, right? You're trying to come up with something.
Is it worth watching the first map? Honestly, yeah. I think it was pretty fun. If you're a Shados fan, I highly recommend watching the first map.
Hey, Berlin! Make
nah,
some
not
noise!
at all reprise. You gotta. It would just break the play too much. I'm a big fan of just like the one timeout and then done.
Never mind, I'm gonna let them charge.
Yeah, they're just gonna keep it going.
Yeah.
High energy crowd today, gotta love it. And now, what will it be? So I always am looking at Raze and Breach. Where are they? Where are they holding hands? It's very cute, especially when you get over to the tree. But this time around,
okay, they go for their heavy A. And their heavy A involves 4 people. This shock is gonna break.
This again gets problematic with all the stall
Nothing.
tools Navi have at their disposal.
There's so much for Navi here. Paranoia.
Ooh, they force him off though. That's huge.
Oh my god, what a crazy hero play. He's still alive. Instant rotate over towards C. It's a nice call. It's a really nice call from Coldamenta. They are very out of position for this one. Look into the wall for it. Okay, we did as well, so it's good after plant pulls there. CNED is still alive, so Vision is going to get blocked of it, but let's see if CNED can survive. And I'm just going to highlight his smoke just so I can kind of watch it.
No smokes to block off CT though, that's going to hurt.
Well, CNED moving a little bit forward.
Oh, they have the Viper smoke as well.
Koi definitely going to delay this right here, right now. Not going to drop back to pay for the denial of the defuse. Instead, Angel walks forwards. Coldamenta trading it right out. Treks to the bike side.
That might have been it.
But Navi starts to win it through. Shados tries to save the day, but he cannot do it.
Holy hell, okay. Still just whoever can win the attack around this one was close. Someone had a chance to close this out, and I think it was Trex. There was an important duel here.
Teleporting around that site, up, down, and around. But now the same task given over to Navi once again, and look at that. Again, this is exactly what you need to be doing, figuring something out. Honestly, if I'm Koi, I'm talking about what our next attack is going to look like.
I think that would have changed the round.
Well,
I think that would have been it. That was the one kill that had to come in.
Trying to do, right? Try to win their own attack. And
yeah, it was Trex.
This is the second time they find themselves onto this match point, maybe even 3, right? And you know, when you're given so many opportunities to close out a map, you know, statistically, at some point that opportunity is going to come to you and they're going to take it.
Oh, yeah. And remember, too, the pressure is absolutely on NAVI, right? They are down in
that's
the series.
The last timeout for NAVI, so...
Yes, they have match point, but
all the timeouts have gone.
They have to fight bitterly for this.
Doombro's
trying to play a third match.
Trying to give some ideas for what they can do on attack side. These are the nice timeouts, chat. These are when you're one up in terms of overtime. You take a timeout. They're the nice ones. No pressure.
For the EMEA VCT.
When you're down and you take the timeout, that's when the pressure's on.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
this one's just like where you go for all the glory.
That's what we came to see, right?
Let's see.
I was promised.
Trex gets an op out. I don't think they're going to expect this.
Which they love, you know. And then they got these insane OTs, the Mitch and Tom OTs. I just want a little bit of all of that, you know.
All in your first session.
Steal it all. Here we go, though. Not going to be the A main fight. Instead, again, it is Starkso playing towards Mount. He's been solid as a rock here, I think, throughout the
players need to vote in extra time. Actually, on the tournament client, you don't vote. You just tell the admins. And then someone on the server can call it themselves if they want to. So it's not actually a vote.
The inability of NAVI to kill him has definitely been substantial.
Unless they changed it within like the last year. But
so much pressure on this side of the map is giving so much info and room for the rest of the team to move as they please.
Typical protocol for Cold Dementi here.
Not much control here at all. Just a bit of B control. That's it. Everywhere else has been shut off at the moment.
At the minute mark, 55 seconds usually.
And to be fair, most of the utility hasn't been used from either of the sides.
Flash goes in. And this flash would have hit everywhere. That's a massive kill. Okay, now they know the LOP is there. But yeah, they had no idea this one was in play. And you kind of sometimes, when it hasn't been used in a whole half and there's no jet, honestly, a lot of times you forget that this could even be a possibility. So I like that a lot. Maybe Koi are misplaying this though, because in theory this comp struggles at getting over towards C, and they might just have led them over towards C, especially as CNET has somehow got away with TPing on top of the site.
To deal with in the long term.
That's all right though. Shadows has absolutely everything to fight with. Trex has the paint shells too. It's a trade.
Starkso really wants that fight, but has to pay for it as he falls right after that. Wolfen into the fight. Will he walk into the smoke? Oh, it's uncomfortable. With a spike going down, all the attacking players get back into safety, but not in the safety against Wolfen.
Suigetsu.
He's hiding.
They're going to think he's outside.
What a rat.
Oh
what a rat. They don't know he's there.
Wolfen is a hero for checking it. Oh my goodness. That could have been wild. He did really well on this retake as well.
This is the map that just won't stop. Oh man. Trex coming in.
That's why he's the Bulgarian player of the week.
The Spanish casters on the opposite side of us going
Dax
absolutely
Alotto,
nuts
thank you so much, dude. 2 months in the Slug Club. Appreciate you.
Into another OT.
Yeah, so did I. Yeah, when he saw the gun barrel there.
Good reaction from Wolfen to shut that down.
Again, it's worth noting on a lot of these when you're kind of like in an area and there's loads of maps, even like the box does an icebox, when you're kind of facing out like this and watching someone here, this guy is always going to see your gun barrel, right? So literally what you saw there applies to a lot of boxes in this map. You kind of gotta be aware of it if you're kind of using trigger discipline like this.
Look, they are essentially 2 rounds away from closing out this series.
And Prince, thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. Thank you. Or Ain Prince. Either way, dude. Thank you. Welcome into the Slug Club. Okay. Who can win the attack rounds? Let's see.
The rest of the team going to run into similar issues here.
Shao is getting tanked.
Shao out there, forcing through the smoke.
Shao, how was he alive for so long?
Yeah, he made a bit of a hero play. Okay, Flash. It's going to be really early. They have a lot of people here.
He's going to move in with it.
Look at the
smoke.
Oh my god.
So huge.
Look at this, they're going A.
They're going to the A side.
Trex was waiting on A this
towards the A
entire
side.
round.
The Killjoy stuff's here, and a few of them are low.
Off the site. There is Killjoy util here. It's stalling out.
The timing was a little bit less. Okay, timing was a little bit less than it's done. Dude, it's Starkso.
Waiting for his battle of the controllers. Angel on top. Still 2v3. Koi on the back foot. NAVI. They've got a job to do, and that's to defuse the spike. They're waiting for Angel to join in, so they have multiple angles on attack.
Honestly, it's pretty good after plant positions, but the longer they wait, the more scared they're going to be at this angle.
Guiding light, able to find one, isolating them. Trex.
Okay, nicely done. Holy hell.
Yet again, shines above
we go again. Goblin God, thank you so much, dude. 3 months. Yeah, this one is just ongoing. No one can win an attack round.
Loose. The crazy decisions on the fly. Right there, Koi waiting to convert off of Trex's position on the A site. But it doesn't matter. It was the battle of the controllers. As you coined, Angel wins that out. It's a completely different game if Angel falls there. All of a sudden, the two remaining players on the defense would be wondering, okay, is this guy, reflanking us? Is he going just back towards main? Like, what is he doing? The pressure would have been too much, and that would have been the round. Oh my
goodness, he looks so angry. Holy hell.
But instead, it's Navi back in the driver's seat once more.
Navi need to take a step back, breathe.
Okay, same thing, ready for the late take over towards A.
They're gonna fight here. If that dart
Recon gets shot this time, so there's a bit of pressure in this corner.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness. There's actually an insane timing where he'll get the lineup.
Oh, but he gets flashed instead! Aftershot to the side with a paranoia!
Oh, the nade went through the hole. Ah, dude. The nade went here. I thought he bounced it off the wall. Either way, gets the kill, gets out. Nicely done from Trex.
He's alive! He's done his job.
Yeah, chat, he threw the nade like this, right? I was so sure it was bouncing off the wall into this corner. But he actually threw it like all the way into the choke point. He was trying to get the Gekko to run away.
And again, Koi, they've got the numbers. Chill it out. Hold back.
Good information with the jump peek.
They go for fights. They know what to do. They've done it so many times. Even when the pressure is on the highest point, they do the same thing.
Shadows has snuck all the way back to tree. That's a position I don't think they would expect. He gets the first one. It's absolutely there. And the util raining down. It's a second kill for Shadows. The Rolling Thunder is unlocked.
Shadows must have got the orb over towards A as well to have this orb.
But nowhere they go towards no sight. Spike into no man's land. And Koi just bound to close this out and take us to another round of overtime, because that's
Dude,
what
who's going to win the attack half? They've got this like, who's going to win this round?
They want it to be
We're just going forever.
With a paranoia available, is able to get himself out of harm's way.
It's a strong play. That's a strong play from Starkset.
Humongous. Koi.
Yeah, we might be here a while.
Another chance into another
we
overtime.
Might be here a while. This one was...
the way Koi are piecing together some of these plays,
everyone's defense is really strong.
Showing a similar look to previously where they tried to contact up a little bit more, just use the dart to clear behind the smoke. And then Trex was in such a good position to play off of the concuss. The C4 didn't result in a kill because of good counter util on the opposite end. But after that, Shadows is repositioned over towards tree. Again, absolutely what you need from him to make that
scrubbing on the replay machine.
Who's going to win this attack?
We'll have to see, because
the
right
overwhelm
now,
over towards this is crazy. Instant reaction to hit C, as we can see on the minimap. This is really good. How much damage is all of this going to do? Looking like nothing, because we double satchel past it. Okay, chat, this is the best chance. Out of all the chances, this feels like it's the best chance. I'm going to do that whole curse thing, you're all going to spam it, but they should be winning this round. Keep an eye on the Killjoy.
Spike down.
They're far off site too, playing heavy for Mound. They have a drone late to try and clear in.
But all the starts have to align. This is not all of an Angel. Starts off Trex. The player on site was dealt with quicker than he was ever dealt with before. And they're going to let...
Oh my god, Dubra. Dubra's hard to spam.
It did get half down. It didn't get half. No, it didn't. No. They still have a lot of utility. Oh, Stark Zone. He's bringing the magic. Shock darts, nano swarms, bullets, lead. Shower.
Got two?
He's so low. A bullet should do it.
Oh and my goodness. Okay, Chad, they got it. They got the attack round.
Have done it. They won.
They actually got the attack round.
Switching sides.
Pressure mounting for Navi. Look back.
Good reaction over towards the A hit. It looks like they've realized that they do 4 people into it. Nice reactions, good after plant, good facing the wall once they did the plant, so the spam was nice and easy.
They've got to do it again.
Even hit Dubra with his smaller hitbox.
The first attack round win of OT.
Okay. Now,
it's
in theory,
play again for
Chad, in theory,
the dart to clear on back here.
Oh no!
They fight him forward.
Oh my God, Cena gets 2.
Navi, they saw the read from the previous round. This time they don't give them any time to set up, and Angel wants another.
There's no way they both win their attack round.
They just make it look so simple. And now Navi, all they need to do is close it out. Koi win a win on attack. Navi say, nah, we can do one better. We can make it look more comfortable and we can bring it to another round of overtime.
Oh man, even Sugetsu just threw a nerdy lineup onto where the spike could end up going a little bit later. Potentially just use that to clear off an awkward angle with the box, but they're gonna do their due diligence. No close corners, nothing. They use that molly to clear away this entire site. It is open, and Wolfen has to find something before
Wolfen's just gonna kill it though, right?
Sticking the landing surely for
I thought we saw something. I like this.
I like this too. The late Viper wall as well.
TP from Starkso. How many can he get? It's 2.
He got 2.
He's done his job.
Yeah.
Wolfen is required to do the same as Starkso did. Find 2 kills, but also get the spike defusal as well.
One molly for Angel. He's all the way back over towards the door switch.
He could potentially isolate them. They're not together. But the shorty at close proximity, he has to read it. He has to read it, and he does! But Angel swings on time! In retaliation, 16-16. Navi are saying no to that. They're in this game, and they want to take it to a third map.
They both managed to win their attack round.
It was the perfect read against Koi right there. Knowing exactly, Koi were trying to run back the exact same strat. This time, they didn't even throw down the Viper Q, right? The smoke didn't come in. They just ran out, blitzed into the front. Who needs util? One Sky Flash, we're probably going to be fine. Just giga-chatting it.
But wait,
dude,
that was way too close for comfort.
It was close, but it's because these teams are so good.
You've gone for the diffuse, and turret blocks.
So evenly matched now on Lotus. And as the more creativity comes
Navi
out,
change up their A here with less people just in case they do the same reaction.
Trex looking to
I
go
say
aggro.
A hit, they're A heavy.
Starks are with them. We've seen this approach before. Navi playing their
This is good. They don't plant in pit, so they actually have an angle from B main. They also push forward towards CT.
Dude, what's going through Starkso's head? He's just thinking of all the plays he can make.
Trex
gets the good trades here with 2. They do flood into the site, but it's a good after plan. We've got some mollies on here, so they need to either shoot this or...
7 seconds.
Who's the hero maker in this one? Trex, I guess.
They can try and get this defuse underway. Trex has backed up so far. He's going to be the knife in the back if it works out. A trade's coming on through.
It's still close. Zipan coming out on top. Navi.
He gets a kill, he gets ult.
Ahead, Shados. He's got only a stun to deal with this. Oh, Shados! You absolute monster! Bails his team out. Bow to the king. 17
he's incredible,
Literally
isn't
asks for the standing ovation, screams off your feet at the very end. It couldn't be better with the smoke clearing. The double fault line hits. Shados is unleashed today.
1v3 if we count the little dude, bro.
And that's 3 attacking rounds in a row.
I mean, it was a 1v3 anyway, right? Actually,
now, okay.
1v4 if you count.
It's a 30 bomb from both Trex and Shados.
We've reached round 34, but action is not slowing down.
Okay. Navi have to win another attack
previously
round.
In their round win, it was a B fake into opening door, running into C. Looked really strong for them.
Yeah, Shados as well. On the first map, it was insane. Oh, it's nice to... Wingman's nice to clear this. A little bit in the open to pick it up. You could probably do it from further back and it would do a similar thing. That's pretty cool.
Kind of a pump fake here is what they need to get that paranoia without overcommitting and putting themselves in harm's way.
That one felt risky. Missed Molly as well.
Navi's presence there. The question is by how many players is this push enforced with?
So yeah, they tried to use the attack molly to break all the Killjoy stuff, as we can see. Attack mollies, Killjoy stuff is set up all the way towards B, which they're going to run into now, and there's a race here with a nade.
Really important. Such a vital tool for Starkso to hold down onto the site, but the B site entry is about to approach. Trex, what a first pick. Can they continue? Spike will be commenced.
Shados is util.
Oh, they broke it! No spike plant. Now we have to fight this right here, right now. Wolfen in the first one. Cena, Sugetsu, back on it. For 20 seconds, they don't have much time. Kodamenta putting the pressure on them.
Holy hell.
Hold on. And Navi equalize once again.
Koi win the attack, Navi one up them, Koi do it again, Navi do it again, back and forth, blow for blow.
How did they manage to force their way in here?
Just throwing punches at one another. And it comes after CNED finds Shados, because Shados was quick on the rotation.
Getting this kill over towards
stopped out this hit. It was perfect, but CNED found that same spawn push that Trex had in the previous round, and that just blows up the retake. too many points of pressure. You can be you can be shot at. You're just down in the bottom of a fishbowl, and there's too many people shooting down at you. Early orb play, believe that went over towards Zip.
This is interesting. Navi actually take A control, and the only thing they use was a Sky Flash and a smoke.
Numbers. The Seekers mean so much more for pinpointing the enemy location.
And that means that there's 3 of them here.
Oh, look at how much setup here is for NAVI.
Still a paranoia on defense.
Going for them, but they've let the cross happen. Angel loses a fight, that's crucial, so we get to in the smoke.
If we see a classic kill during this.
Doesn't really need to reload a Vandal there. CNED replenished.
There is so many people here for
Navi. He had to get that
Navi.
one there because CNED abandoned the site for the heal, and now CNED has returned to the fray.
They don't cover CNED, they don't expect him to be holding this angle once again, and Trailblazer will allow him to
Zello Valorant, thanks so much, dude. 11 months,
and
appreciate
CNED will
you.
take advantage of it, spray down onto him, it takes a while, but he gets up. Koi, they're on the back foot.
Oh my god, okay.
Yeah,
chat, this all kind of came down to the A thing. They managed to get all A control just by using a smoke and a flash. They realized that no one's pushed out. Right, really simple. The smoke here, Sky Flash in, Heavy rotate 3 people here. So they just had so many numbers there.
The crowd's starting to get behind Navi here. And CNED, fantastic finding those kills. Again, I think it was so important because he abandoned the site to go get a Sky Heal to request that one. So Sugetsu getting one, playing inside the smoke, stalling time. It reduced the amount of time Koi had to work with here. Heavy play for control. CNED almost at risk of falling. What is going on?
Trouble, still falling back.
There is
3
3 of them trapped in this point. Oh my god. I mean,
Angel and Shao doing their due diligence, and now they're so darn close to closing it out. They just have to stick the landing.
Taking it into the ice site.
Oh, that's
They
Navi's
spotted
money.
that wolf, and they know the location of one now.
Yeah, of course it is.
Spike will be planted, and so many. There's double nano swarms to work with too.
And Shados is dead.
Dropping down here. He has to go huge.
It's got to have to be a hero play here. There's nothing else that will get them out of this position.
The door's open.
Stark, so
they're not considering this.
Can you go for the trigger discipline play? Maybe he can! Misses the mark! Paranoia available. There's a bite time for his teammate. TP behind. Wolfen gets one, but it's not going to be good enough. They need more than that. Stark, so with another one. Maybe there's a chance. He runs out of time, has to get on the spike. Zipan is so low. Oh, it's Shorty! It's Shorty! No way! No way!
Starkso gets it done!
No freaking way!
Chat, I'm speechless.
Unbelievable! Starkso, the full clip, teleporting behind enemy lines. This is a montage reel of Omen Team Bees, teeping straight into the face of danger, whipping out the shorty. I can't believe it.
He keeps his team alive. Koi's chance of coming home with a 2-0 against Navi.
Oh my goodness, how has he done that?
Strong in his heart.
ZNDR, thank you so much with the prime.
It was over.
What is this? You can't blame that one on me. That's crazy. That was insane. Dude, he's been going for some mad Omen plays, and that was by far the best.
Again into our 37th round. And there's no time to breathe either.
2v4 altogether.
No, that's it. On the clock, with what you know, adapting on the fly. Having the nerves to deal with a situation, even when the pressure is at its peak.
Koi have identified how they want to play out the rest of these attacking rounds. Pretty quiet into B, just using the drone.
Shados gets an orb, so we'll keep an eye just in case.
Utility. Meanwhile, they just left Trex Rebel every single round, as long as I can remember.
Right here.
Which, to be fair, goes back to like round 31.
Yeah.
I do not have much RAM with me anymore. These teams are working on all they've got, and Trex just gets a little bit of poke.
Navi actually did pressure.
They are gunning for him.
Paranoia. Cena's going for this. Trex able to skate away, but not for long. Cena's
nice attempt for him to stay alive. Okay, let's see the reaction. Starkso has to go huge. Oh my god, he's just the overtime king. He is the overtime king right now. What the hell?
Sugetsu Angel, what can you do now? Working down into the absolutely nothing. Shados is there. Shados will take it home.
Chat, this
19
is insane. Okay, that's the attack round as well. That's in theory one of the big ones.
Again and again and again. This is their chance. When Navi's mental is in the dirt.
To dodge away from the Sky Flash there, and not just
right.
find one, but
Navi's,
two.
Navi's mental must be absolute rock bottom.
Of his teammate flying on in at the ready.
Stark so topping the charts, and for a good reason.
Angel does smoke, they do smoke recon though, so they get all of this. We're going to see a heavier rotate.
Again,
we see this over towards C, we got 2 in C, we just still have Omen Flash.
This first series of VCT EMEA, they're going in their bag. They're going fast, they're going quick. Starkstone is the first shot, but it doesn't matter.
He's a hero. He's a hero.
Retaliates.
3 rounds in a row, he does
Navi,
this.
none in return.
Navi gambled everything on the fast C hit, and look at this. Into spawn, Trex for the first time ever, looking for a flank.
And Navi, they're under pressure. They're not thinking straight. They're not looking behind them. Oh, but Suigetsu!
Please,
he saves
no
the
more
day.
twists and
Maybe
turns. What is
1
this?
minute, they need to collect themselves.
Yeah, but the spike is still stuck. Backside.
He wanted more, chat.
It's a numbers disadvantage.
He wanted
There's
more.
Util thrown into the smoke.
50 seconds, so they can move around the map a little bit if they want to.
Do you make Koi have more question marks around the map? Try to spread them out a bit.
If you give them any more time, though, Shados is going to have the fault line ready, and then you're carved up here in this choke point. They have to act now. They have to act quickly.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Oh, they gave too much.
Available.
Oh, he didn't manage to
Shados
jump out,
delivers.
hit the wall.
Navi scratching their head on this one. 30 seconds to try and figure this one out.
Up.
But it's a difficult puzzle.
They have to
go.
like,
The
turret
smoke
out,
is in their
swing
way,
it,
though. They have nothing to fight their way back on through with. No
It's so
cooldowns,
dumb.
absolute zilch.
This victory will hit different, I swear. Stark so. They're ready. The hero.
Damn, they're going to go wild. It's a big upset.
Koi have done it.
That is a big upset. What a sick game.
Against the Goliaths of Navi.
That clutch might be one of the best clutches I've seen for a long, long time. And to do it in overtime as well.